guy lied, verified, and I communicated how that made me feel. In your opinion, expertise, do you think he's showing me who he is and I should move on? Well, no, not necessarily. It depends on, one, the size of the lie, and two, how many times he's lied, right? And like what it's about, right? So let me give you an example. When I went to Denver one time. I used to live in Denver, but I went there one time and I stayed in this Airbnb, and I met this couple in this Airbnb who were getting married, or maybe they just gotten married. Yeah, that's what it was. They just gotten married, and they were, and I was, I'm Mr. Relationship Guy. So I'm like, tell me all about it. Right. And he was like, they were talking about how they met and all that kind of stuff. And the guy was like, yeah, honestly, like I lied to her in my online dating profile, when we talked, and if I didn't, we would have never met and never gotten married. And she was like, yeah, it's true. He put that he was 6 foot tall and he's actually 5'11". Right. And I only date guys who are 6 foot tall. And so I would have never met him if he would have said that he was actually just 5'11". And so I ended up meeting him and I fell in love with him, and, he's the love of my life and we're getting married now. But, like at the beginning, there was this lie, and it's one of those things where, yeah, that's a deceptive thing. And what you want to look for after you see that is you want to look for a pattern. Are there patterns here of him lying consistently, or is this kind of a one-time thing and he did it because he felt embarrassed or he felt like you wouldn't like him or any of that kind of stuff, right? And, so what's going on there? And so that's what you should do, is you should look for patterns, because if it's a one-time thing and it's not that big of a deal, or it's something that you can forgive, then it might not be that big of a deal. But if there's a pattern that happens there, then you know that it's a problem. What you are learning about in terms of him is that in certain situations, he's willing to lie, which I think everybody is, right? In certain situations, you're, in a situation where somebody's going to die or something, if you don't lie and you end up telling a lie, most people would do something like that, right? They've done studies on this, and they found that the overwhelming majority of people would lie if it like meant somebody's life or saving your child, or, I don't know, whatever. So you want to make sure that you just want to look at it from a practical standpoint. That's it.